Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good middle of the night, wherever you are. Welcome back to another Laptop Hound OOTP stream. As we wait for a few more people to get in and collect their drops, I believe again I'm the first one that is on today, and I am just the primer. I am that coat of primer that goes on your wooden fence and you let it sit for a while and then the glossy paint comes in. And yes, later tonight, that glossy paint, DishNet, will be on at 9 p.m. Eastern to go through another set mission cards drop. So again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in on this Thursday afternoon. I'm still relatively new at this. Again, I'm a kind of a converted teacher who did some YouTubing and then came over to Twitch. And, you know, it's like when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it's like, what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be a teacher. Because I like to talk, I like to educate, I like to tell stories, and it just looks like such an easy job being a teacher. Just, you know, they sit at their desk and they do some marking and they have their coffee. Yeah, I want to be a teacher. And after teaching for over 30 years, let me tell you, it's not as easy as it looks. There is so much that goes on behind the scenes in teaching. It's just incredible, the amount of work and dedication and after hours tasks that you have to do, whether it's marking, preparing, getting tech ready, going to parent-teacher interviews, awards nights, so many things that goes into be a teacher. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. Loved the kids, loved the colleagues that I had to work with. But yeah, it's not as easy as it looks. And so coming over to Twitch, it was kind of like the same thing. Hey, I love OOTP baseball. I've put probably 15,000 hours in, over 13 versions of the game, a little bit of an addiction. You know what I'm talking about. Most of you do. And I thought, hey, how can I, again, show the passion for the game, the love of the game, and also give back to the OOTP community? Hey, I'll go on to Twitch. They offer drops for affiliates. So I applied, got in, and was able to give drops to those that are watching. And I thought, yeah, it looks pretty easy. You know, I've watched a few Twitch streamers and YouTube streamers, and they make it look pretty easy. Just like I thought teaching looked pretty easy. And those of you that do stream know that there are glitches that happen once in a while, and it's just not on. Turn on your mic, turn on the video, and go. Maybe some people can do that. I need to prepare a little bit, and I think most really good streamers do some preparation. So I've only been at this again about 3 weeks on stream on Twitch. I want to thank everyone that follows. I want to thank everyone that leaves positive comments and comments of support. It really does mean a lot. And I'm sure the other OOTP streamers, we've got Gorgo, we've got Tetsuiji, we've got Yuka, EVC, Kidneys, Fluffy Kittens. Who else do we got? Nerds Talking, Tranquil Farms, so many in a small community like ours, a very small video game community. It's not EA, it's not, Call of Duty, it's not Fortnite, not Pokemon Go, right? We're a very small community, and there are some dedicated streamers out there. And then, of course, we've got the big guns. We've got Axel that does a stream. We have Rich coming on once in a while. TJ with his Boston Red Sox stream. And then Dish, kind of the main star of the show. And then we've got the FHM guys that come on once a week to do their hockey. So I know all of them, all the OOTP streamers appreciate, love the support, love when you watch their streams. This is not about any kind of money, believe me. This is not like a full-time job. All of us are doing this because we love the game and we love OOTP. And I think every OOTP streamer would be fully on board with that. So it is in Canada. I'm from Alberta, Canada. Again, former teacher. It's about, 30 degrees Celsius, very bright sun, beautiful day. I couldn't hold that look too long. No, it is about 12 degrees. It is cloudy, a little bit of rain coming down. Yes, the leaves are falling and winter is soon upon us. And in Canada, winter is winter. We get down sometimes to minus 40 with a lot of snow, especially in January, February. That tends to be our biggest cold spell of the winter. So again, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you drop a follow. I don't know all the intricacies of Twitch. I don't know what all these emotes are and little things that you can offer the community. I'm trying to learn day by day and add something new every stream, like this screen right here. And even subscribers. Like, I don't even think I have one subscriber yet. Lots of followers. Thank you. But I don't even know what, the difference between a follower and a subscriber is. So I'll just let it play out as it is. And I just wanted to take some time at the beginning of the stream just to give you a thanks after doing this for about 3 weeks. Not as easy as it looks. Always have to kind of be on your toes. All right, let's switch over and let's talk about some OOTP news. What's going on in OOTP this week? Well, few things. Again, there's a sale. You don't own the game and you just happen to be on the stream here, go grab it. It's 50% off. I believe it's about $20 American. I think on Steam, I checked, it's about $23 or $25 Canadian. Great little game, of course. And not only that, perfect points are on sale. There are specialty packs, perfect packs, diamond packs, historical packs, which aren't always offered throughout the year. So special time to get those. So if you want to support the game, if you want to start into the game or get a second license, it's only until it's got about 4 days left of this sale. Again, the other news this week is the missions. 1 week ago, Dish, the primer, not the primer, I'm the primer. The glossy red coated paint came on and announced the affiliate with Topps Bunt, the app. We all know Topps, the trading card company. They are now affiliated and doing some cross promotion. So those Bunt cards are available on Perfect Team, and also you can redeem a code on the Top Bunts app. And more will be along their way. 30 released so far, another 30 plus the mission awards coming soon to a OOTP near you. So that's a little bit of older news. A new limited edition card was put out yesterday, and it is a player I'm really familiar with, one Kirk Gibson. Kirk Gibson is a player I followed as a Dodger fan. Remember, I always cheered against the Yankees, who were down 1-0 to the Astros, and always cheered for the Dodgers when they played the Yankees. And I remember Kirk Gibson, who cannot forget his big-time home run while he was injured. And there is a 74 rated Kirk Gibson card that is now available. Only 100 of them are out there. And looks to be pretty good if you're in the lower levels or if you play silver tournaments. It's just come out, so I don't know of anyone that's used it more than 24 hours and how successful they've been. But you can see he does a little bit better in terms of his power against the lefties, but maybe a little bit more consistent overall against the righties. So an interesting split for Kirk Gibson. Can play left field. Average. Not the best. Little bit of speed. Don't ask him to bunt. Don't ask him to bunt for a hit. Probably not going to happen. So that card has been put into packs. And again, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the next edition of TWIPT, where we are going to get our third Cooperstown mission set. So yes, there will be some new missions tonight. Remember we had the Jim Tomei and the Carl Hubble and all these cards that are playing really well. Some maybe not as well as others, but there are a lot of good cards out there in Cooperstown 1 and 2. Fairly easy to obtain some of them, and I'll be really curious to see the new ones that are coming out tonight. Cooperstown 3. So just think of the Hall of Famers that are not yet in a Cooperstown mission or a card. Might see some more of those tonight. Don't think we'll see a Babe Ruth. Recent one just came out. But there are some players I have in mind. You know, some contact players, a power home run guy, some good pitchers. Yeah, looking forward to that. I recommend you, if you're pulling packs yesterday, today, don't sell off your historical cards yet. Because a lot of times these Cooperstown missions, especially the first two, have used some of the more recent historical cards. So we could see some of those ones that have been released in the last month. We could see those as part of this mission today. So hang on to those. Don't sell them yet, especially your singles. If you plan on selling them, wait until we see the missions tonight. So yes, that is the news of OOTP today, or over the last few days. I am sporting the Astros, because remember, anyone but the Yankees. And this is a throwback to again, I'm an older baseball fan, so I remember Berkman. I don't know if you guys do, but yeah, he was a great Astro for a few years. And I've had this jersey a while and thought, yeah, now it's time to break it out when they're playing the Yankees. So game 2 goes tonight. I believe it's around 7 o'clock my time, maybe 5 o'clock my time. And in the other series, the Phillies and the Padres are all even up at 1 after last night's game. So we're getting closer to that World Series event. All right, let's go on. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I like to give some tribute to some older players. And so today, as a teacher, little pop quiz. Today, want to see if you can identify our feature player of the episode. Any of you old timers, you baseball historians, anyone recognize this player here? Give you a few seconds because there is a little bit of a lag. While I wait to see if anyone gets this, thank you to the more recent followers: Darius A64, Mr. Re 416, Slave 1, and 68 Pirate. Thank you for the follow on last stream or between streams. All right, don't see any answers here for today's feature player. One of my favorite cards, and maybe one of your favorite cards. Here's a quote. He is probably the only player, other than Gehrig, who can reasonably be considered the greatest first baseman ever in terms of peak value. The reason I say that is that the other top contenders, most notably Fox and McCovey, were the same type of players that Gehrig was, and thus they can be directly compared to him, a comparison that they clearly lose. But the man I'm referring to was a different type of player, He didn't have the home run pop, but he hit for a higher average, was faster, and a better defensive player than Gehrig. And the comparison between the two is not easy. Yes, George Sisler. When you can compare a guy to Gehrig and say that it's a close comparison for the best first baseman that ever played the game, that is quite the accomplishment. In 1922, George Sisler hit safely in 41 consecutive games, an American League record that stood until Joe DiMaggio broke it in 1941. He also led the American League in runs scored, hits, singles, triples, and won his second batting title with a .420. Let me repeat that. With a .420 batting average, the third highest of the 20th century. Only Hornsby's and LaJoie had a better one. How incredible. And he's not a guy that gets a lot of attention, really. Like, we know Ruth, we know Gehrig, we know, even McCovey and those big time players, but how often do you hear people talk about George Sisler? Maybe because he's just from a long, long time ago. Stats that I've used quite a bit in Perfect Team. I used him in the early leagues. He does have a 96 Platinum 1 card. You will not be able to get this in packs anymore. You can only get this on the card shop. And if you're in gold or lower, I'm even using him in diamond again right now. If you're in gold or any lower, this is a card that you might want to check in on the card shop if you can get a deal. The problem is there are so many really good first basemen. You got McCovey, you got Gehrig, you've got Hank Aaron that can play first, Jim Thome now. So maybe his use isn't going to be as great as it would be, but for a guy that can hit right-handed pitchers extremely well, might be a good card to consider putting in your lineup. Just to kind of show you a small sample size of Sisler in Rocky Mountain, only played in gold and diamond. I got him late. I got him in 2030, and he's had 4 seasons with an average over 300, some in gold, some in diamond. He's had over 600 RBIs, over almost 300 doubles and about 1,400 hits. So yeah, you're going to get some productivity out of George Sisler. But like I said, there's just too many good guys out there. Yeah, you're right, Gorgo. Like I said, the lefty first baseman, there's plenty. But it's an option, right? It's if you're just playing the game and you're in a silver league and you can't afford some of those other guys and you see a cheap Sisler, he'll do well for you. So yes, that is today's feature one, fabulous George Sisler. All right, we are going to transition over to OOTP because that's what we're here all about, is the OOTP. And gonna enter a perfect draft tournament before we have our first break here. If you guys want to play along, I think that'd be pretty cool. If you have any open slots, I'm gonna sign up for the 1933 Daily Double Historical. Yeah, let's go way back. You know, we're honoring George Sisler, so let's go back kind of to that time period. 1933. Interwar. Hitler was just rising up in Germany. I think that's when he kind of took over in Germany in 1933. The world was in the midst of a Great Depression. You know, the value of $1 was so much more than it is today. And yeah, if you saw a penny on the street in 1933, you picked it up. You didn't walk away. You knew the value of money back then. All right, so 1933, again, with OOTP, you got to be cognizant of the era and pick people that are era appropriate and pitchers. You don't need 5 starters. You can get away with 3. Get 3 starters with some good stamina and you should be good. So I like to take my starters earlier in the early eras. So pick 2, I'm going to go King Kelly and Johnny Mize. Why not? There wasn't a decent starter there. Let's go with tournament. Joe Cronin and our first pitcher, 97 stamina, General Crowder, one of the 3. I think this is a no DH as well, so I got to look for, pitchers that can hit decently. Nap LaJoie, Pink Holly, I've never used him before. In fact, that may be the first time I've heard that name. Has he been in earlier versions of the game? I'm going to take Pink Holly, a pirate. And I do like that Dick Allen card. Yeah, I'm going to take him. Those numbers are just too good to pass up. All right, let's go and choose. Tough round this time. No standouts. Get my left fielder. And this is a lousy round. Go Tim Wallach. And my DH is going to be Dick Allen. Why not? They're both about the same. And now we have Chicken Wolf. I like some Chicken Wolf, but don't need a right fielder. Let's go Springer in center, and Pedro is really good as well with that power. Maybe another pitcher. Got my 3 starters. That's all I need. 3 starters you can get away with. And what are we looking at now? We need a second baseman. We need a catcher. Maybe a 4th pitcher if I see a good one. No catcher, no second baseman. Well, don't need a closer, but let's take one right now. And a backup center fielder. Not a lot of good choices there. I do like the Negro players in the early eras. That one and another reliever. As we head to round 8, we are set for our first break. So we'll be right back. Break number 1. We'll see you in a bit. All right, welcome back. Thank you to the sponsors on Twitch. And again, you know, to get the Twitch content, we got to kind of deal with the ads, and I'm used to them now. It's a good chance for me to go and refresh my coffee or, you know, go to the washroom or grab a bite to eat. So welcome back. Let's finish off the draft that we were working on here into round 9. Still need some second basemen. I'm going to take a Newt Allen. Lots of utility, can play many positions. And I'm going to take, I think probably, like that 28. Another utility guy. 1933, get a lot of bench guys. Only going to draft probably 9 or 10 pitchers. Maybe get away with, 9 probably. All right, next round, what do we got? We're into the bronze rounds here. Guy I use in my bronze quick tournaments. And I better grab another catcher because I may forget, and you're not going to win a tournament likely without 2 catchers. All right, need some backup corner outfielders. And maybe in the infield, Dave LaRoche, feature player recently. Got to go with him. Need a lefty in the bullpen. And Harry Williams. Again, I like the Negro League players back in the early eras. Bob McClure will be my last pitcher. And we will go with another shortstop, even though I have a lot of utility guys. Decent for a bronze. And 2 cards, not 5, but 2 in this tournament. To finish off, let's try and get a couple outfielders. And of course, there's only one, and it's another center fielder. Always works that way, right? You leave a couple spots open, you get to the last round, and there's few to choose from. But again, fortunately, I have a lot of utility guys. Here's one that can play lots. Bubba Phillips can play left and center. Infield, left and center. Let's go with Lee. A little bit better defense. So yeah, if you're in this tournament as well, hopefully we match up against each other and have a good series. Again, just going to auto that. It doesn't allow you to put a 3-man rotation until the tournament starts. So I've got to go 4, and then I've got to remember to come back and switch it to a 3-man rotation. I will do that. I'll make note of that. And then in our lineup, let's just auto that. Again, no DH, so the pitchers are going to hit. Let's hope that these guys have some hitting ability. Not great. Pink. How about Pink? From 1895, he should be able to hit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've got some potential with Pink. Mike Garcia. Yeah. 1949 pitcher. He can hit. And if Ball happens to pitch, I like it. Only Crowder is a little bit weak in the pitching department. Okay, good. All right, let's go and take a look at the main teams. Let's load up the Rocky Mountain Gladiators. And before we do that, just another quick kind of announcement that I want to make. I am again starting to stream 3 days a week, Tuesday and Thursday, regular times, 11 Mountain to 1 p.m. around then. And then Sunday nights, I started a late Sunday stream. For those of you that are busy on Sundays and can't get to your OOTP, I'm coming on at 11 p.m. Eastern. So it gives you kind of that last hour if you missed your drops on Sunday. So I'll go from 11 till 1. I don't want to stay in too late. Let the Monday streamers get you to your packs. But I do want to go on late on Sunday and kind of wrap up the week that was in OOTP, and allow those people again to try and get their remaining packs. One of the other things that I'm going to do on my Sunday streams, at least for now, I want to come up with kind of a cool way to get some of you guys in the stream, rather than just the comments, but in the actual game. And I know this has been done, before in many different ways, and Axel kind of does, getting into the game and participating. This is not as complicated. I just want to do it very basic. But on my Sunday streams, 1 or 2 segments I want to dedicate to a historical league, a random era, random players introduced at any time. We could get, Clayton Kershaw in 1921, or we could get Babe Ruth in 1980. That's the random historical introduction league. But I want you guys to be part of that. And so on Sunday, I am going to get the game set up. We're going to do the fantasy draft. We'll see which players are part of that first year, and it's going to be all CPU. So I'm not going to manage teams, at least not to begin with. We're just going to let the CPU go with it and run it and see how things turn out. When I played OOTP before Perfect Team, I loved the historical games. Again, I'm a history guy, right? I'm a history social teacher. I love the history of the game. So I didn't play a lot of the modern games. I played the historical games. And I always thought it was cool. You could bring players in at any time to the game. So you could have Babe Ruth facing off against Pedro Martinez, or George Sisler up against Fernando Valenzuela and his knuckleball. Screwball. How cool is that you can do that? So I'm going to be running this starting on Friday or on Sunday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to allow you guys to be part of it. All you got to do is fill out a quick Google form. And on that Google form, fill out a few questions just so I kind of know what kind of player you want me to set you up with. You want to be a pitcher? Do you want to be a catcher? All that kind of stuff. You don't have to be there to participate. If you don't come to the odd stream, it doesn't matter. You're not going to have that influence. It's just kind of cool. Gorgo is in the game and, he's hitting .323 with 43 stolen bases at the age of 19. I think Gorgo probably could when he was 19. So I'm going to post the Google form into the chat. And again, if you want to take a look at it and fill it out, and then on Sunday, I can put your name in the game. You can use your name. You can use your Twitch name. You can use your OOTP name. You can use Tom Cruise if you want, just as long as it's something appropriate, not offensive, racist, overly political, those kind of things. So all the details are on that Google form. Hope to see some of you fill that out, and I'll probably put my name in there somewhere too. You get 2 players. One will be from the initial draft, and the second one, you're going to get to pick a player in the first entry pool or the first amateur draft. So within the first year and a half, you'll have 2 of your players in, and we'll follow them over their careers. Again, just something cool, something different to to make OOTP fun more fun for me, and hopefully more fun for the viewers. There you go. It is in the chat. Put it one more time, and that is the form to fill out. All right, let's get on to the main event. Well, no, Dish. Dish is the main event. 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. You also get 5 free packs from watching Dish tonight. So 5 from me or other streamers today, and 5 from Dish. 10 packs. Maybe you can pull a Garrick or a Irving that I pulled last stream, or Gorgo pulled another perfect. Can't remember who it was yesterday. Yeah, that Gorgo luck. It's awesome. All right, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators are in Diamond, and currently in Diamond right now, we are sitting with, let me check, a 40-47 record. So pretty close to where we were last time. And yeah, not overly happy with that. Red Ames, yes, Gorgo, yes, it was a Red Ames. Have you used them? I know you said you were going to put him in last night after your dinner. Wonder how he's doing for you. I know Kidneys, you said uses him as well. So yeah, that was a decent pull. All right, we are again a 460 average. We are 4th in the NC East. And wild card wise, yeah, we're slipping out of it. We are slipping out of a wild card. But the thing I love about OOTP is you can have a sub 500 month and then a month at 600. Yeah, same team, and you can have 2 drastically different months. So we are sitting right now, I hate looking at this part, 2 games above relegation. Want to stay in Diamond. So hopefully in today's pack pulls, we can pull some cards to help us. Or in the missions tonight, maybe get a couple cards to help us out. But yeah, we are teetering. Just like I know one of Gorgo's teams was yesterday, teetering on that relegation line. Always scary. We're into Thursday already. In terms of our recent activity, I always like to show my transactions, what I've been doing with the team off screen. I did, on the advice of EVC, thank you EVC, who convinced me to lock in my Monty Irving. He said, go get Cool Papa Bell, even though you have them, because you can sell them. Finish off some of those Negro Leagues. So I did. I finished off Negro League 1 missions fairly cheaply. So that gave me another Bullet Joe Rogan, which I put on the card shop because I have one. Sold him for 44,444. So I got a net of 40,000 for him, which is fair. Probably could have got a little bit more, but I had to. Someone take him. And other than that, 10 packs from a tournament, 5 packs from a tournament, 3 packs from a tournament. So still plugging away at the dailies, at the quicks, and that helps. So last stream, I started with about 205 packs. I'm already back up to 201. I went down to about 150. So I've gained about 50 packs in 5 days. No, 2 days. I streamed on Tuesday. Yeah, in 48 hours, I've gained 50 packs. From tournaments, from watching OOTP streamers, from watching the main guys like TJ. Yeah, doesn't take long to get those packs, including that one perfect pack, because I completed the Negro 1 mission. So I'm not going to open that today. I like to keep my perfect packs for a point in time where a plethora of content comes out. Content that blows you away. I know it's coming, where we have a few 100 cards in packs. Probably open it then. I know. Open it now. The more historicals that are put into the game, the less chance you have of getting a certain one. I know. There might even be more Pujols. I don't know. Are there any more Pujols? Maybe 3 or 4 left. Could pull him. But yeah, we'll pull packs later. Pitching wise, using the kidney snail man approach, which is keeping my head above water in diamond for now. Kevin Brown, 344. My Mort Cooper is 374. Gorgos is 282. Gorgos Mort is a little better in diamond. Kid Nichols is underwhelming me this year. 499 for Kid Nichols. Disappointing. He was 357 in diamond last year. So this is his worst ERA with my team. He was pretty bad with ASHE. Yeah, he was over 5. No wonder he sold him. So he is underwhelming. And then Vida Blue, I had higher up, but I moved him down because he's at a 536. One of the best pitchers in the game at a 536. His worst career so far in Rocky Mountain. He was at a 260 when I first got him. Gorgo, your kid is doing better. How about your Vida Blue? Are you still using Vida Blue? He's got to be better than 536. Hitting wise, what do we got? Sort by war. Richie Ashburn. Yeah, I'm still using Richie Ashburn. Again, a quiet but deadly card. At least for me this season, hitting 301. Yeah, it could be maybe the settings. Maybe I got to abandon the kidney snail man approach because not working out this season. 260 for Jim Tomei. Here is that Cooperstown Series 2 card. We've got Jackie R, who I pulled on stream. I think my second ever stream, I pulled the Jackie R. What a way, what a welcome. Thank you, OOTP, for welcoming me in as an affiliate. 275, Brooks Robinson. I bought a couple weeks ago for 260,000 perfect points. Doing okay at third. Maybe we see a better one tonight. Do we see a Mike Schmidt comparable to Brooks Robinson? Maybe a Kelly Gruber. No, I don't think we'll see a perfect Kelly Gruber. Cool Papa Bell, 253. Joe Mauer, almost 300. King Kelly, again, I'm disappointed in the King. Maybe I'm not using him appropriately. But 4 seasons in a row now, he's been 259 or lower for average. Yeah, I don't know how to get more out of the King. Those ratings, he should be better. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to work on it. Hank Aaron, 247, a disappointing season. He is starting to fall out of favor as the Gladiator captain. He took over from Mel Ott as the captain. Been here for many years. But again, he's had a few off seasons recently. Better cards come out. The former better players start to slide. Your Ashburn was in a slow burn and you replaced him with Cool Papa Bell? Yeah, that makes sense. I've got to figure who to replace. Like, you can't replace King Kelly. Like, can you? You bring in an Ivan, a Pudge? Do you bring in Carter? Like, I'm just giving him time, but it's costing me. He's DHing for you now? Yeah, maybe that's something I have to do, is just use him as a strict DH. Larry Walker doing well, 286. Pop Lloyd, another very underrated card. I like Pop Lloyd. I use him kind of at short and second. I should probably fully train him at second base, but I got Jackie Robinson. So I'm kind of using him at second base somewhere. Or am I? No, I think just in a backup role. Yeah, so he's not getting much training, but I probably should train him. So yes, Paul Hines, another card that I typically love. Doing okay. It's what I expect out of Paul Hines. He's not going to hit for a high average in Diamond. Fielding, almost a 4 zone rating. So he's providing the defense. Hey, Bikey, thank you for getting in on that. Your Blue Water Lakers are in the historical draft. Yes, and if you happen to come in on Sunday, you might get a little bit more say about the player you're going to assume. For the first one, we're just going to take the generated players and we're just going to rename them. I don't want to create players because with previous versions, when I create players, a few seasons into it, I tend to get errors and it crashes and I have to start all over. So I want to make very simplistic changes to the game. Nothing too big that could cause it to melt down at some point. So yeah, if there's a Paul Hines and your profile, that player that you want fits Paul Hines, you get to be Paul Hines. And then in the amateur draft, you start from scratch. So that'll be your premier player. Because if you pick a 36-year-old Paul Hines, you're not going to be in the game that long on Sunday. Lloyd's doing great for you, Redman. 330, wow, yeah. I'm actually shocked that his average is as high as it is. Like, I guess he's been pretty good. I just never noticed him. He's one of those cards that you just kind of forget about. He does his job. But yeah, he's hit 314, 315, 313, and in Diamond too. So he's one that you can probably get pretty good on the card shop. Well, maybe not. No one's selling him right now. And when they do, his average is about 31,000. Very useful player. But none available. Sorry, guys. You got to wait till one shows up. So that is the current state of affairs for Rocky Mountain in this Diamond League. Just to show you some of the hot shots. Look at Willie McCovey. 3 different Willie McCoveys leading in home runs. He's probably relatively cheap. If you can get him. Can't get him either. It's a dry market. No one's selling him, but for 35,000, no brainer. It's a no brainer if you have the perfect points, especially with the sale going on now. 3 of them are leading in home runs. War-wise, one guy I've got on my radar, Oscar Charleston. I think a lot of perfect teams use Oscar Charleston. I love him, but I got to finish the Negro Leagues to get him. Let's check out. Love that you can, this year's version of the game, the filters that they've given us, love them. So I completed Negro League 1 yesterday, but to get Oscar Charleston, I guess I'm not too far off. I'm about a quarter of the way there. So maybe a few good pack pulls today. Yeah, need to get me that Oscar Charleston sooner rather than later. All right, looking at some of the other leaders here in terms of pitching in this Diamond League. Lee Smith. Wow, that's a shocker. Must come in a lot of close games. Who is that? South Pasadena Uncle iDog. Let's spy. Let's spy on South Pasadena Uncle Spy Dog. Where is Lee Smith? Oh, he's long relief. Okay. Probably comes in as a opener for Carl Hubble. Well, maybe not. He just comes in at the right time. I found that too with Jim McCormick on the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. I put him in long relief and he racked up like 33 wins. When you use openers and followers, typically your opener doesn't get the win because he doesn't pitch 5 innings. So if your long relief guy comes in next, he typically gets that win. So yeah, very interesting. We've got Lee Smith leading Diamond with the most wins. Very splitty. Carl Hubble, of course, a dream card. I think Gorgo, you have Carl Hubble, don't you? Or you would at least want him. Kevin Brown, Noodles Hahn. Your McCovey would be MVP if it ended today. Well, I think we saw a few McCoveys would be MVP. All right, we are back for what time are we at here? We got another ad break coming up in about a half an hour, and then we will be finishing off. But when we left off, we were looking at some of those higher priced cards, and all the cards that were over 400,000 is kind of what we were looking at. And we kind of finished off with Babe, the one, the only Babe Ruth. Anyone have a Babe yet? Anyone in this stream here have Babe? I've only used him in perfect draft tourneys. I actually had him in the PTCS last month, which was really good. It got me to like 8th place. But yeah, he's a card that obviously is someone we would all want and should play right until the end of the season, right until the end of this version of the game. Alan Trammell. Yep. There's only 4 of them. The PTCS winners, 4. And one person is selling them for $5.5 million. And then Dazzy, Vance, all those numbers over 90. Maybe you will get to be the Dazzy Vance of the historical stream. Yes, another great picture. He is selling for over $500,000. Unfortunately, many of these are going to be out of packs in a couple weeks. Well, probably about 4 weeks. Yeah, so Matlick, Ruth, Vance, Pujols will be gone soon. Ernie Banks. Yeah, can only get them on the card shop. Once they're gone, they are gone. So, the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. We're going to take a quick look at them. And then we're going to spin the wheel of historical destiny. And then we'll open some packs to end the stream today. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Thank you for those of you that are following and continuing to support my new ambitions to push OOTP and help the community. All right, the Jim Unknown Blue Jays are 58-32. Much better than the Gladiators. We're on an 8-2 run. We are in silver, 252. And we are likely, don't want to say for sure. Yep, we are right now at the top of silver, 252. Which you know what that means. That means we get knocked out in round 1 of the playoffs, as typically happens in OOTP. So maybe I have to lay on the brakes a little bit. All right, we are up there with Boston, Velo City, Destin Bay Bears, Two River Tornadoes, and how is Gorgo doing? Gorgo, are you hanging in there in silver? Yes, just above. You're like my Gladiators and Diamond, just above that cut line. Come on, Gorgo. We'll wait for your next pack pull. Grab some good cards. We need to keep you in silver. We need to play each other next season. So that's where the Jim Unknown Blue Jays are. We're on a very successful season. Our lineup still using the kidneys approach, and Snail Man seems to be working. Gotta love these ERAs. Kevin Brown, 275. Really good. 107 whip. He was 196 last year. So he's been dominating for me. Picked up Pedro last week for $107K. I think it was a good deal. He's doing okay at 222. This Vida Blue, mind you, it's in silver, is at a 233. And Sid Fernandez, I'm still hanging on to for a bit. 9-4. 353. So can't complain again about my pitchers. The bullpen, look at Zach Britton. Zach Britton is having a year. I've never seen an ERA that low this late in a season. Even in rookie league. 0.288. Look at that. Played in 32 games. 1 earned run. This is my 1 earned run for Zach Britton. He better be selected to the All-Star game. Yeah, he's having a fantastic. Yeah, Radman, I've heard that from people that their brown either is like elite or sucks. I don't know. It's just that random generator, right? It's like, okay, this 50% of brown owners have a good year. This 50% have a lousy year. I don't know. That's what I find with my Vida Blue and Diamond. Hitter-wise, we are looking at some really good players. Willie McCovey, 296. Paul Hines, 305. I got Roy Campanella here as my catcher. George Kell, my only silver player, hitting 306. I saw Gorgo pull him yesterday, pulled the George Kell. Probably one of my top 3 silver cards. Pop Lloyd, only 272, so he's doing better in diamond than he is in silver. And a guy I picked up too for defense, not great offensively, Joe Tinker, but he's positive with his own rating. So yeah, very, very good season so far by the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. Brian Stott, I don't think many people use him. He's my backup second baseman. 359. I'd say that's good for a backup second baseman. I'd say that's really good. So we're doing well there in terms of the leaders in the Silver League. If you're in silver, again, Willie McCovey. My Hank Aaron is 4th in home runs. WAR, Joe Morgan, Hank Aaron, all the usual suspects. No one here surprises me. Maybe Aaron Judge, a live player, but it's silver, right? You're not going to see that in gold or diamond. Frank Thomas, name we don't see often. But again, it's silver. Cicero, have you looked to see if Brown is getting slammed with a left-handed batting lineup? My Brown seems to lose more of those games than he wins. I don't know if I do it with this Brown. Yes, I don't. But I believe on my Gladiator team, I use him as a follower, not as a starter, to try and avoid the lefties, right? Because if the other team doesn't prepare and have daily lineups, then you're going to get a better matchup when Brown comes into the game in the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th inning. So it might be the reason for success for some Browns over others. But yeah, fair point. Gorgo says, both my silver teams being packs only are suffering from a lack of good cards. Yeah. Yeah, you tend to pull all your best cards on your main, right? So your main team is getting all the good ones. Got to get some of those perfect historicals on the juggernauts and the cats. So that is the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. All right, before we go to the main and open packs on the Gladiators, it's time. It is time for pack opening on the Blue Jays. Don't have as many, only got 39. I'm going to open, we'll see, maybe 15. Not going to open them all today. And I get one timeout at some point. If we're getting lousy cards, we got to call a timeout. And we're getting close to that. I'm one of those managers that calls a timeout and says nothing. Players just can think things over. All right, vibes, let's go. Let's go, chat vibes. Let's bring a gold maybe. Heck, how about a silver? Can we get at least a silver? Okay, the lowest possible silver, and it's live. Need a really good Sparky Anderson speech. Not a Billy Martin tantrum. I've used 2 timeouts before the 3rd inning. There we go. Finally. And our first premium card is a Max Meyer. I do not have, so that is going to help. Got to be careful because I saw Gorgo accidentally quick sell his future legend yesterday. And it's like, don't click too soon, laptop. Don't click too soon. All right. Good. And a second gold. Timeout well used. How about a Topps bunt, maybe, please? Anthony Rizzo. Do not have a Rizzo yet. Not selling for much. And not part of a mission yet. Maybe tonight? Could he be part of the Cooperstown 3 mission? Okay, 2 gold in a row, and now we're getting the huge. A 3rd gold. Things come in 3s. Keep him for spec, yeah. Any player that's not in a mission yet, I keep. Maybe doubles I'll sell, but not singles. Okay. What do we got? Tommy Henrik. I have to say, ever since the 2 timeouts, we're getting some good historical gold. Rebirth Golden Batters. You get to stay as a Jim Unknown Blue Jay. Right, nothing there. Nothing. Hey, I can't complain. It is a duplicate. We've got Jimmy Lyons, part of the Negro League 2 early years. I like to give the streaming special. So my streaming special, the average is about 1,600. Someone wants him for 1,500. I'm going to put him for 1,501. If you need a Jimmy Lyons, he's there for you. Got to get that Oscar Charleston and another gold. This time it is Jose Ramirez. I do not have yet. I better keep at least one of all the lives. And I don't have the All-Star AL batters finished yet. So yeah, I will keep him. One more pack. One more. I can't complain. Got a lot of gold on regular packs. I'm happy with it. And we end off with a 74 Billy Goodman. Not part of missions yet. Probably next week we'll see the platinum missions. So I will keep him. How'd we do in our missions? Any that were finished? Let's go to all missions. And yes, the Cal Ripken Jr. Diamond mission is done. I'm not locking in Joe Tinker. No, not worth 1 diamond pack. Not for me anyway. So we're going to leave that mission. Probably like 50-50. 50% of you would finish the mission and 50% of you would probably keep the card and not finish the mission. Well, look at that, Gorgo. We have an Ace of Bronze open. Well, I can't let that sit because you wouldn't be happy with me. So there we go. Let's enter our Ace of Bronze. And we are at that time. Yes, it is time for our historical exhibition. The time has come, ladies and gentlemen of OOTP World, to spin the Wheel of Destiny. Yes, the Wheel of Destiny will be spun. I've had 2 of these so far. And the first one we had the Boston Americans, the 1901 Boston Americans. were winners, 9-0. And the second game, which was last stream, we had the 1992 New York Mets, and they were able to beat the 1981 Baltimore Orioles. All right, so let me get this set up. We will see who is going to play off. Once I get 16 winners, then we're going to have a little tournament of all 16 winners to see who the ultimate winner is. Right, let's set that up. There we go. We have the wheel. So we select the era, we select the team, and we select the year that these teams are coming from. And then we have a 1-game showdown. 1 game to decide the winner. We've got the Americans, we've got the Mets. Only 1 game. Default modern era. No injuries, no OOTP. You're not going to impact the game. And everything else is set. All right, so team number 1, let's spin the wheel and see what era it is. Round and round we go. And we're going to get an old team. 1901 to 1920. You're in the dead ball era for team 1. Team number 2. Round and round we go, and team number 2 is going to be... Oh, we've got a little bit more modern team. 1980 to 1992. All right, next we have to select the year. And the hound is ready to spin. The year for the dead ball era is... Hope you didn't have cats in the room. The 14th year. 1914. And for team number 2, what do we got? The 1914 versus the 18th year. We don't have 18 teams. 17, 18, the 1985. 1914 versus 1985, and now we have to find the teams. All right, team number 1. Round and round we go. Where the coffee cup stops, we will soon know. 15th team. Now, Pittsburgh Pirates, the 1914 Pittsburgh Pirates, and they will face off against looks like team number 21. 1920, 21, we've got another New York Mets team. Rich, are you infiltrating the Wheel of Destiny? Now we got to decide who gets the home field advantage. Do we switch the teams or do we keep them the same? So a quick spin with the cat this time. I can't be favorites. Gotta have a cat in there. Are we going to swap teams? It looks like it is no. We will not swap the teams. So home field goes to the Mets, and They will face off against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to take this? Will it be the Pirates? Will it be the Mets? All right, take a look at the teams there. Names I'm not going to be familiar with unless it's OOTP names. Honus Wagner. We're going to see Honus Wagner in play. Cool. Maybe we get him tonight. And for the Mets, more familiar names. Ron Darling, Jesse Orosco, Mr. Carter as a Met, Larry Boa, Mookie, George Foster, Strawberry. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. All right, we just go default. Radman, you accidentally sold 2,800 cards last year? Good. I don't feel bad when I accidentally sell one of them. Here are our lineups. Leading off for the Mets, we have Wally Backman, Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter, and Darryl Strawberry in the hole. And then we got George Foster, Mookie Wilson, Howard Johnson. This looks like an all-star team. Wow. And for your Pittsburgh Pirates, a bunch of players I've never heard of before. Let's see how that goes. All right, the game is underway. Just adjust my windows a bit here. See what's going on. Dwight Gooden on the mound, so we got an ace. And the recent, I think it was a Platinum 399 Dwight Gooden that came out. Supposedly a good pitcher from his day, and he gets his first strikeout of the day, bringing up Jim Vox. Vox hits it down the left field line, and that is going to put the first runner on for Pittsburgh. Ham. Thanksgiving's coming. Ham is up. Ham Hyatt, cool name. He grounds out to short. Easy double play. And the Mets escape any runs, only giving up the one hit. First strikeout for Al Mamox. Keith Hernandez up at the plate. He strikes out. Good start for the Pirates. And Gary Carter, he lashes one to first space, easily caught. No runs, no hits for the 85 Mets. The Pirates lead off the second inning with a single. Konechny gets a single for the Pirates. Honus Wagner at the plate. How about a double? What's he got? Oh, that is driven to center, but it is a rope and caught by the center fielder. George Gibson at the plate. He strikes out. 2 out, runner on first for Zip Collins. Collins hits a weird ball to the pitcher, and he gets on. That was a weirdly hit, almost like it had a spin on it. Enjoy your coffee, Gorgo. Thanks for coming on stream. Thanks for the chat. Gorgo will stream again on the weekend, I believe. Darryl Strawberry at the plate. He strikes out. That isn't too common against a 1914 Pirates team. George Foster. Easy play for the second baseman. And now we have Mookie Wilson strikes outside, is retired. We have a scoreless game. Pirates 3 hits. Mets none. Mamox is back up. He hits another weird ball to the pitcher. This time it is an out. Max Carey up for the second time. He strikes out. And Jim Viox lines it to third base. Easy play. A lot of routine plays in this game. Howard Johnson at the plate for the Mets. He drives it deep, but not deep enough. Easy routine play for the center fielder. Another pop-up to the center fielder, 2 away. And Dwight Gooden, we've got no DH here. Dwight Gooden on the mound, at the plate. 9 up, 9 down. New York Mets hitless after 3. Routine play for the second baseman, 1 out for the Pirates. Ed Kochny is up. He lines to third. Easy play. 2 up, 2 down. Honus is up. If anyone can get something going, it is Honus. He drives it to second. Lots of ground balls this game. Mets are back up. They get their first base runner, a walk to Wally Backman. They have the heart of the order coming up. Keith Hernandez hits it, but it's booted. Oh no. Booted by the shortstop. Bringing up Gary Carter. Gary Carter. He gets a hit. We are going to go no. We're not controlling this game. Loaded bases, none out for none other than Darryl Strawberry. Is this the moment? Is this the first grand slam of our tournament? No, but it is hit to right field. It will drop. That's going to score a couple runs. Actually, only 1. Keith Hernandez did not try to score. Pop up to right field. Is it deep enough to score Hernandez? We're going to say no because we're not controlling the game. We always pick no. And a weak squibber to third. And that is going to be an infield single, scoring Hernandez. 2-0 Mets. Loaded bases, only 1 out. And it's falling apart. Rich, got a big smile on your face. The Mets are doing some damage, although they do hit into a double play. We're in the top of the 5th, 3-0, and we've got George Gibson at the plate. Weak to the pitcher, easy out. Dwight Gooden still on the mound. Single for the Pirates. They have a runner on with 1 out. Little looper, gonna be caught by the center fielder. 2 away. Al Maximus is back up. He strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0 Mets. Pitchers are getting a lot of play in this game. That one's hit's gonna drop in right field. That is a runner for the Mets. 1 on, 1 out. That's hit deep to left field, but again, easy routine play. 2 out for the Mets. All right, we go to the top of the 6th. The Pirates looking to get something going. Max Carey. He gets a hit for the Pirates. 1 on. We could have a rally going here. Another hit. What a diving catch by Strawberry to record the first out. Darryl Strawberry. That could be a game saver. And with that, on that note, we'll be back after our last ad break. See you in 90 seconds. Wow, I just got so excited from that gameplay that I just kept going right through the ad break. But you guys didn't miss much. It's still 3-0 for the Mets. But we do have the Pirates. A little bit of action going on here. Max Carey on first base. Ham Hyatt at the plate. Doc Gooden still on the mound. That pops over the shortstop. All right, Pirates, this is your chance. If you're a Pirates fan, Get those pom-poms out. Shake them all around. Got to take advantage of it, but no. Fielder's choice. The inning is still alive. Honus Wagner. You wouldn't want anyone else up. Runner on first and third. 2 out. 3-0 deficit. He strikes out. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, New York Mets pop up, easy out, 1 away. George Foster at the plate. He can ding one. He can pound one. No, he strikes out. And Mookie. Ook. Love that name. One of the best names in baseball. And he drives it to the wall. Deep center. Should be enough to score a run unless they make me decide. No, they play it on their own and the runner scores 4-0. 1 out, runner on first. Now runners on first and second. Harry Carter at the plate. Should move the runner to third. Nope, runner holds up. They don't want to test the arm. And Darryl Strawberry, 2 outs. Make that 3. Pirates, 2 chances left. Top of the 8th, down 4-0. They are out hitting the Mets 7-6 and have a leadoff runner on. Dwight Gooden still in the game. 1 walk, 7 Ks. Got to be getting tired. Jim Vioxx moves the runner along, but grounds out to first. Ham Hyatt at the plate. He takes a walk. Okay, we have something going for the Pirates. Ed Konechny at the plate. He lines it down third. That gets by the third baseman. That is going to score at least 1 run. It goes to the wall. We are impeded by the obstacle. 2 runners come in and a triple. A triple by Konechny. 4-2. Runner on third. 1 out. Honus back up at the plate. Can he move the runner along? That should be enough. A fly ball to right field. That is going to score the 3rd run for the Pirates, and we have a game. The New York fans are getting a little bit nervous here. 2 out. They still have Gooden on the mound. 114 pitches. Here's pitch 115 and a strikeout to end the 8th. For the Pirates. Bottom 8, George Foster. They need to get an insurance run here, and Foster, a base hit to left field. Mookie back at the plate. He tripled last time. This one is also deep, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder. Foster hangs up at first. Howard Johnson at the plate for the Mets. He lines one out to center field. 2 away. Rafael Santana got on with an error last time. He pops one over the shortstop. That moves Foster to second. We have runners on first and second. 2 out, Dwight Gooden. They're not pinch hitting for Dwight Gooden? Well, let's see if it's a right call, and it's not. Checks his swing, strikes out. We go to the 9th. Pirates down 4-3. Zip Collins at the plate. Dwight Gooden still on the mound, trying to close it off. Routine play, 1 out. Mike Mowry at the plate, the number 8 hitter. Right to the second baseman, out number 2. Now here's where I have an issue with the AI. Down 1 run, 2 outs, and you let your pitcher pitch or hit. Well, here we go. Maybe it's the right call. That is going to do it. A fly out to right field, and the 1985 New York Mets win the 1-game playoff against the 1914 Pittsburgh Pirates. Little look at the box score. Both pitchers went the full game. 8 hits from Amox and 8 hits for Dwight Gooden. Dwight Gooden was selected the player of the game. They did play in Shea Stadium, so maybe a little advantage for the New York Mets. Hitter-wise, Mookie Wilson with a couple hits and an RBI, and Santana had a couple hits for the Pirates. Konechny had that big triple to score a couple runs, and Zip Collins with 3 hits, including a bunt hit. So there we have it. We have a third winner in our historical Wheel of Destiny. They will join the 1901 Boston Americans and the 1992 New York Mets. Could we see a Met versus Met playdown when we get to our 16 teams? Very cool. All right, thank you guys for entertaining me as I call that game there. We are going to go back to our main team. Going to rip some packs with the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, and then we're going to call it a Thursday. And we're going to wait for the one and the only Dishnet to come on at 9 o'clock. Astros Yankees game 2. Big game. The Astros take a 2-0 lead. I don't think that the Yankees can come back from that. And the other series, Phillies, Padres, toss up. I still think the Phillies are going to take it, but we'll see how that one plays out. All right, just loading up the Rocky Mountain Gladiator team. Thank you guys again so much for following. The Balking Dead, thank you for the follow so much. Darius A64, the Pack Ripper. What a cool name. Who are you? I'm the Pack Ripper. Hopefully they are good packs. Well, can we pull off a Gorgo? Can we do it? Come on. One perfect. Any perfect. Any perfect. Remember, I do get 3 timeouts. Hopefully won't have to use them too early. It worked for the Jim Unknown Blue Jays. And hopefully I can get some dupes to give you guys a bargain. Not much so far. Hey, there we go. Complain and you get a gold. This one is Ross Stripling. I'd say we're getting close to that. We're only in the second inning, but we're getting close to that first time out. Timeout number 1. So for our first time out, while we let our packs percolate a little bit, last time I went on the card shop, showed you all the cards that are over 400,000. Again, Babe Ruth has come down. He is now 1 million. Oh, that's the buy order. Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say 1 million, all of us would be running to go get it. I think 1 million is a price we'd all be willing to pay if we had those perfect points. But hey, they're on sale for the rest of the week. In fact, you want perfect points? They used to be $99.99 for me. They're on for $69.99. So $30 savings on the upper tier. And for the cards, you can get historical, diamond, and perfect packs. New players, I don't recommend getting these ones. No, I'd rather get 60 of these than one of those. I'd rather get 15 of these than one of those. I don't mind the odd historical pack, but I think the price is a little too high. Bring that down to about $7.5 and I'd buy more. 10 is still a little bit upper tier. All right, timeout number 1 is done. Let's see if it works. Are the vibes coming for a gold, a diamond, a tops bunt, a Gorgo perfect? Don't make me use my second timeout already. Not liking the looks of that. Kind of feel like this guy right here, Andres Machado. Like, dude, game, what are you doing? Timeout number 2. Worked with the Gym Unknowns. Let's see if it works here. And this time, what we're going to do to try and get those packs to percolate, we're going to go to all my live cards. During a last live spec, I speculated on Spencer Strider. It worked. I got a few extra Altuve before his price went up. It worked. Couldn't quite get those other ones. Their price started to go up pretty high. Zach Wheeler's didn't quite work. He didn't go to perfect. Swanson had a few Swansons. A few Woodruffs. I think he was silver, so I think I gained there. So I was able to successfully get a few players. Schreiber, I thought for sure would go up. And in fact, you can't get this card in packs anymore. He was taken out of packs. Contractual reasons, licensing reasons. So if you want a John Schreiber, you have to get it on the card shop. I recommend you keep at least one of them. Chisholm, thought he would go up to gold. So yeah, I missed out on a lot of them, but I hit at least on my Striders. So before we go back to pack opening, it's time. Duplicates. Only duplicates. Won't let me tag them all, so let's tag them all. But I do want to keep all my Schreibers. Just because they're not in the game anymore. Same with Shelby Miller. Same with Johnny Cueto. But all the other guys that have been taken out of the packs, I'm good with. Quick sell. All my duplicates. 6,000 cards. I will take 374,000 perfect points. Thank you. And I keep my John Schreibers. So I didn't gain nearly what a lot of managers gain from live spec. I just kind of started it this last couple months and didn't do too much of it, but it got me some perfect points. I'm happy with it. I said, you got to call timeouts once in a while. Gold and a diamond. Our gold player is one Bruce, one Dodger reliever. And the diamond player is Jimmy Herget. Both duplicates. So that means bare minimum if you want that one. And Jimmy, 8 of them are bare minimum. I'm not going to bother. You want one, there's 8 of them for minimum price. And I'm not sure if you guys know the new players. If you sell a diamond for 4,444, you get 4,000 perfect points because they take their cut. If you sell it for 4,001, you still get your perfect points. You still get 4,000. And the tax is only 1. So you're doing your community a favor by giving them the card for 443 points cheaper than if you put it at the 4444. Just a little bit of laptop fact. Gold. Wade Johnson. Yes. Thank you, team, for coming together. A $9,000 card. Someone wants them for $6,000. Well, Gorgo and I both know you don't sell off your singles when they're part of missions you're trying to complete. He stays in the repertoire. Not there. We're going to go another 5 minutes here. Just looking. No one to raid, so can't raid anyone. Doesn't look like any other affiliates are on right now. So we'll open a few more packs. Eddie Lopat. Rebirth, already have that finished, but not a duplicate. And they could be part of more missions. Gold. Chris Sale, probably a duplicate. No, I do not have him. How can I not have him on my main account? So you get to stay. Another gold. Louis Robert, you must be a duplicate. Yes. There he is, bare minimum. If you want that Chicago White Sox. One diamond so far, no perfects, 2 diamonds. That timeout paid off. Okay, this has gotta get a historical here. Come on. Had a lot of live diamonds. Albert Pujols. Hey, Darren O'Day. I've finished both missions that he's part of, but I don't have this card. Maybe he's part of Cooperstown missions tonight. Could be. 10,000 perfect points. He stays. Anba, you took the pack luck? You got a Monty Ward? Cool. I got a Irving on Tuesday. So yeah, we both got a Negro League player that helped us in our missions. Excellent. Well, we're going to go 7 more packs. We're going to get down to 150. 6 packs to go to try and pull a 4th diamond. Tops, please. I want at least 1 Tops card. I don't have any yet. Just 1 would be nice. Yuka took all the Tops cards and Pujols on her stream on the weekend. Or I guess that was on maybe on Tuesday night. What do we got? Buddy Bell. Really good defensive third baseman. Now that's what I'm talking about, chat. 22,000 perfect points. Someone's willing to pay 15,000. But it's part of Coopertown 1 hits. Anyone remember who the reward is there? Is that Jim Tomei? Because I already have Jim Tomei. Who is Coopertown 1 hits mission reward? Yeah, really good defensive third baseman. I would have loved to pull him on my second account. Because right now I have Brooks Robinson. And he's not replacing Brooks Robinson. Lou Brock tech? Okay, yeah, I could use Lou Brock. He's a keeper then. Gold. Historical Frank Miller. Only an 80. But part of 2 missions. Cooperstown 2 extra base hits. Help chat. Which card is that reward? And dead ball gold pitchers. Oh, Carew is for... Okay, so I could get a Brock and a Carew down the line. Well, that's a nice card. Only 80, but a nice card. On a little bit of a roll since that last time out. Another gold. And another Negro League player. Another $9,000 card. Oh, Paul Wainer for that one? Okay, so Cooperstown 1 was Brock and Cooperstown 2 is Paul Wainer. I liked Wainer in the last couple versions of the game. I can't stop. We're on a roll. We're getting golds. We're getting historicals. We're getting valuable cards. Terry Williams, Negro League 1. I have him. 33. 33 on the card shop. Oh, Brock is the hits. And here we go again. Another diamond. I think it's going to be a live because I've got a lot of historicals, but let's check it out. It is a live Zach Wheeler. Already have them. Bare minimum. Submit. If you need a Wheeler, you're not going to get him any cheaper unless you pull him in a pack. Going down, we get one more specialty card. A gold, a diamond, perfect. We end it with the next specialty card. There it is. Here's our last card pull of today's stream, and it is going to be a Nate Lowe. Not selling for much, and I do have him, so I will put him as the last order at bare minimum, leaving me lots of packs for next week, including some gold, historical, a diamond, and a perfect pack. Let's check out the missions. Nothing complete, getting close on a couple. And the last game for the Gladiators against the Midgar Reactors, we come out on a 9-7 losing end. So we started the episode just above the cut line, and we're really just above the cut line. Well, that's going to do it for today's stream. Again, no channels to raid right now. Let me check. Nope, none that I'm following. And let me go to the main chat here. Thank you, Madness0471. Great timing. Weirzy99, thank you for the follow. And yeah, it was quite the eventful stream. We had a historical game. We talked OOTP news. We opened some packs. And remember, you too could be in the game. Join me for my stream on Sunday, or just fill out the Google form and you can be part of my historical franchise series. that we're going to start on Sunday night. So I will be streaming Sunday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. my time zone. Guess that's like 6 o'clock in the morning in Europe, somewhere around there. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. And all you fellow streamers out there, have a wonderful stream the next time you're on. Go check out EVC, Gorgo, Tetsuiji, Yuka, Kidneys, Fluffy Kittens, the Nerd Talkers, Tranquil Farms, and of course, Alex, Rich, the FHM guys, and TJ. But you don't want to miss Dish tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, Cooperstown 3, and 5 free packs if you watch. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. We will see you on the next stream.